So guys, my main channel passed 30,000 total video views! Woo! Let's just pretend that 20,000 of them weren't from one video. Consistent. Consistent. So this week we've been talking quite a bit about the Hunger Games, so I thought I'd sort of make my video about that. I'm not really a huge fan of just going through the whole list of everyone's names, but also I feel like it's nicer when the conversation sort of evolves as everyone contributes rather than everything just talks about last week until we have our next theme. So I don't know how many of you guys actually know this, but I went to the Hunger Games premiere. Obviously the one in Europe. I filmed some stuff, and as with about 95% of the things I film, I intend to make them into something for my personal channel but never get around to it. But in fact, looking back on the footage, there's not really enough of it to make up a whole video, so I thought it would be appropriate to put it here. So here is my footage from the European Hunger Games premiere. So, guess where we're going? Oh, what's that? Oh. The European premiere of the Hunger Games. Yes! Hey! Oh my god! Just all my adoring fans, yeah? All my fans. It was so nice they came out to see me today. Oh, crazy! Just working on a red carpet for the Hunger Games premiere! Hunger Games premiere! Actually, I have no idea. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god! There are no words. I can do it. I'm so happy. When's the next one coming out? It's so beautiful. It was such a good day. I only found out I was going the day before it actually happened because my friend's brother won some tickets, and then Claire was like, pretty sure Rosie digs the Hunger Games books. I'll ask her, hey Rosie, do you want to go to the Hunger Games premiere tomorrow? Yes! So yeah, then we went and it was really cool. In terms of my opinion of the film, I thought it was really, really, really good. Moggy, I think it was you that was saying though that you felt there were some shaky shots at the beginning that you didn't like, and I had a similar complaint from, I'm holding a makeup brush by the way, I had a similar complaint from my family when we went to see it last week, as you saw in my day in the life video. What that's called is handycam, where the camera is just held, well probably not just held, it's probably on a rack. If the shots are moving. It just means that they're not using a tripod or a steady cam, which is like a camera that you sort of have strapped to yourself, and that's how you can get good moving shots without a track. But I thought the use of handycam was actually really good, because as you notice it mostly happened at the beginning, and in the beginning you were in District 12, and the fact that it's sort of makeshift like that, or it gives that feel, it has connotations of the fact that in District 12, you know, they're living basically in poverty. And I just feel like when something so complex as economic position can be reflected in just the camera techniques, that's when you know you've got really good filmmaking. And obviously it may have given some people headaches, that's what my mum was complaining about, but I also just feel like as well as the connotations it has, it just was a really nice stylistic look. My dad, however, when we went to see the film on Thursday, didn't actually like it that much because he thought it was boring. My dad is also a massive cynic though, who doesn't really like anything modern, so I don't take too much offence to that. But I can understand, however, how some other people could find it boring. I think that probably would have been the biggest reason that some people would have disliked it, other than that stupid race argument that it started. If you guys aren't familiar with this, basically it sort of exploded a bit on Twitter just after the film came out, when a horrific number of people were complaining about the fact that Rue and Cinna were black. People saying things like, oh, why was Rue black? Why was Cinna black? I didn't care that Rue died when I found out she was black. Rue was never black in the book. First of all, yeah, she was. And second of all, this is the 21st century. How can people still think like that? So that was just utterly horrific. I kind of got sidetracked there. I was talking about whether it was boring. I didn't think so at all, but I appreciate the fact that it is a film very much about tension, both cinematically and politically. and it grows and builds throughout the film, so I can understand how, if one were to go to the Hunger Games expecting massive action film the whole time, how they could have thought that was a bit slower than I expected, but hopefully most people, regardless of what they were expecting, appreciated how good a film it made. The acting was superb, and obviously the majority of people did, because it's still the #1 film in the world, I think. Yeah, love the Hunger Games. Yay! I think that's all I have to say now. I hope you're all groovy and well and happy, and I'll see you next Thursday.